Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dude, it has been a long time. My bad. Life is very different for me in this new chapter, but nonetheless, I was able to squeeze in a little event here. It is not a time trial. It's not even a team time trial. This is just a little collab for fun. I'm with Sam, Spin to Win YouTube channel, and I'm with Miguel from Miguel Steak and Chains. I actually met him in FRR midway through a sprint. I was like, oh, this guy he is really contesting me on this sprint. I followed him along through FRR. Super strong competitor, and he hit me up. He's like, hey, let's do a little sprint off. I said, ooh, a sprint off. That's new. So that's exactly what this is. It's just the three of us having some fun. Yeah, sure, it's competitive, but it's nothing too crazy. We were in France, and we were looking at a longer sprint. I believe it's the Pave sprint. It's about 20 seconds or so long, probably just north of 20 seconds. And then we're going to do two sprint segments, and then we're also Sam's going to pace us, and we're going to try to do 4.2 watts per kilo for 5 minutes. I don't know what sounds worse, going all out sprinting when I haven't done any intensity in weeks. I'm at time of recording, I am proud to say I am like 3 weeks consistent in training. And by that, I mean, I think I've gotten 3, maybe 4 days in the last 3 weeks of training. So got a long ways to go. Again, have not been doing intensity. I got my work cut out for me for 2 sprint segments, and I know the 5 minutes is not going to go well, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But nonetheless, here comes the Pave Sprint Reverse. Now, I will say we're all on TT bikes. There is no draft. We're all on the same wheel set, so all of that variable is completely cut out. Now, take a look at this. Whoa! I'm not so thrilled that the screen was as blurry as it was. It might be because I was holding 1200 plus watts for a few seconds there. I don't know. I think I saw 1260 some, but no less. Dude, hit mega power. Actually, I set my best all-time ever 5-second power of, again, like 1200 some. So super stoked with that. Not only that, that was 10.9 watts per kilo, kind of for the duration of that. And I did in 21.9 seconds if you're concerned about time. So Strava here averages it out, 943 watts. Of course, there's always a Strava tax. 1249 max. Zwift says otherwise. I definitely saw, I think it was 1268. So stoked with that effort. Started in the back. Now, the downside is, I mean, we're not really competing against each other. We are, but we're not. Yes, I, quote-unquote, won that sprint. I got the green jersey. I did get the best time of the other 2 guys. But what I hate about it was I didn't close the gap on Miguel at all, if you notice that. So, I mean, whatever, but always something to work on. Really dug mega deep for that one. Very excited about that effort. My glutes are ablaze at this point in time, like absolutely on fire. So we take a few minutes, spin out the legs. I mean, we're just chatting on Discord. That's why I don't have any like real background noise on right now. Spin out the legs, head over to the Petite KOM, and now Sam is gonna do his best to hold 4.2 watts per kilo and just pace us. So for me, that is holding 330 watts. Ugh. 330 watts per 5 minutes? Dude, that doesn't sound like torture on its own. Hit a new record, like almost a new power PB. I have hit 1300 watts before, but nonetheless. For 5 minutes up the Petite KOM, it's not that bad for a time. It gets very difficult for both me and Miguel when we when the elevation kind of levels off. When this KOM levels off, like right about now, you know how it is. Your cadence skyrockets, your power declines. That's all she wrote for me. So I got about 3 minutes in, and I called it. I was like, you know what, bag this, dude. I've been doing zone 2 training almost exclusively for 2 weeks leading up to this, and then a couple days before, I did just some intervals to get some high RPMs in, because I knew I was going to do this little sprint off with some friends. So, dude, that's all I got for this. Pretty dismal effort, but working back into it. All right, we're going to move forward. We're going to go to the last sprint of the day.
All right, here we go. Come on, Cavs.
Pretty satisfied with that sprint. A couple noticeable differences was my RPMs were about 10 to 15 RPMs lower than the previous one. Also, I mean, this was just a shorter one by about 33% or so. So 14 seconds, big whoop on that. Heart rate, who cares? Cadence, already mentioned that. Power, 984 for the duration. I guess it's kind of like an average that Strava does. And 11:35, again, bit of a Strava tax there, but yeah, super challenging one, especially with all the efforts in the legs that I had already done. I did actually get the exact same time as Miguel, which was 13.5, and actually Sam beat us. So not the highest speed going into the sprint, but all good fun and games with some friends. Really enjoyed it. Had some massive torque, and honestly, I learned a lot just kind of going actual full gas for the entire segment and then watching myself back. So looking at the cadence differences, in my opinion, makes a big difference. For me, personally, having a much higher cadence is a lot more comfortable, and of course, a lot less fatiguing over really any duration. So take a look at this. Take a look at these power numbers.
12.62, 189. Oh my gosh. Oh, not a record. 13. Wow. Wowzers. 12.62. However, 12.45. 10 second. There we go. 11.91. Daggone, dude. 30 seconds. Wow. Mega day. Mega. Excellent.
Sprint off.